Explained all that, they said no.
Gods, someone has...
I don't know what to do, I just don't think they're gonna stop.
When did the Rangers start taking the Zarib side?
We have had some of the finest animantic farming equipment available, until Zarips came and destroyed it. I spoke to the Rangers about it, but they say the Zarips aren't acting aggressive or killing anyone, so there isn't much they can do.
Finally, someone with a little backbone.
The Zarips have made camp in the swamp to the northwest. I'd say be careful, but my guess is they won't attack you unless you give them a reason. Just go check it out, and let me know what you find. I'll let the Rangers know once the Zarips are no longer a threat. Gods go with you, my friend.
Remember, they won't attack us. That is, unless you give them a reason. Are they retreating? Now I've seen it all. Let's have a look in that cave. Up there on the cliff. I know that smell. Zarips.
Come closer now. I know you're there. Don't worry. My friends here won't bite. Ah, there you are. I appreciate your restraint. Most people would have a hard time walking among a camp full of Zarips. Controlling, yes. Exploiting? No, I don't think so. As a practitioner of magic yourself, you probably already know what's happening here. These Zarips and I have formed a symbiosis, like the poor frog and the abyss viper. I provide them with safety, prey, and peace, and they help me further some of my more controversial goals. Precisely. How wonderful to speak with someone with such arcane knowledge after all this time alone. You may have noticed a couple of things about Emerald Stair. The people are pushing against nature, and nature is pushing back. The animancers with their soul machines are poisoning the land, driving it to find new ways to protect itself.
Lies. We gave this land a bounty, the likes of which never existed before our arrival.
Oh, dear child, this isn't a bounty. This is squeezing the hen to get more eggs. As a result, the plants are rising up, and the land has afflicted us with the Dream Scourge. It is doing what it can to survive. Yes, that's exactly it. We destroy the Animancer's equipment, remove the threat, and the land can struggle and grow as has always been intended.
I hope you're not seriously considering this.
Meanwhile, I protect my Zarab friends and keep them from carrying out the bloodier raids they might have done without my direction. Good. I hoped you would reach that conclusion on your own.
Unbelievable. You just accept everything you're told at face value, is that it? Like a child?
Now, if only the Rangers would call off their patrols, my friends would be free to carry out their work in peace. If you would, kindly ask the farmers to tell the Rangers there is no further Zarab threat. Once you do that, return to me, and I will see you rewarded for your efforts. Welcome back. Have you called off the ranger? I thought you'd be much less short-sighted. I guess I read you wrong. All right. Stop me.
They're coming! On your right! It burns!
Flank!
Worse than life!
On my last legs! Come and get it!
A little help! Ready for more? On your right! Come on! Come on!
On your right!
Worse than rough! Nicely done!
Let's see what you got!
That was a very elaborate plan. I'm glad we put an end to it.
Coming from your right!
Coming from the left!
I was just getting warmed up.
Hello again, friend. Have you looked in on those Zarabs? Thank you, friend. I don't need the details, really. Just thank you for your help. I will let the Rangers know that the Zarabs are no longer a problem. My guess is that will come as a relief. Take this for your troubles, friend. I suppose we'll get to work replacing these machines.
mind. We'll just come up with another small fortune out of thin air.
Doesn't stop me! Come and get me! Another down.
Who's next? Anyone? We've got company.
Worth and wrong!
Let's see what you got.
Dodge this!
Burning! Never had a chance.
You're back. What have you found?
You have our condolences, Master Cartographer. The beauty of Emerald Stair hides the danger at its heart.
Fletcher! Oh, I was sure she would be safe. Her maps were so meticulous. She even made her own ink. Please, keep searching. I'm sure the others will turn up soon.
I failed you. Please, my friend. You can take what you want from the shrine. Just don't break anything. So he was working alone. Forgive me. These are difficult times for a man of faith. While I was at prayer, a bandit held a knife to my throat and stole the reliquary of Saint Widwin. Just look at me. Gods, I'm still shaking. He was. The war ended years ago, yet still the scars remain. Maybe the gods have abandoned the living lands, or maybe they've abandoned me. Well, if the gods are silent, I'll take their messenger. He fled west into the wilderness. There's nothing there but a Delimgon glade. If you find him, please, no more bloodshed. Vengeance will not make this right. Still fighting over Widwin. Perhaps the Saints' War never ended after all.
This doesn't sound like any of the grave robber.
unseen, unheard. On your right!
Behind Isoksubu!
Let's see what you got! Aim where?
Worth and rough!
Nice! Right flank!
Good shooting, Kai.
Poor Jack. To lose a home like this.
Show me what you got! Coming from your right!
Nicely done.
Isoksubu!
I can smell the flames. We must pray for the people of Fior. May I help you? You did! To think a godlike would deliver this back to me. I feel blessed, truly. Wherever he is, Aedyr smiles on you. Wait, are you suggesting he stole it for some purpose? What? Aedyr himself? Ending innocent lives? I'd heard the rumors that he walked among us, but to think the God of Light could be to blame for such horrors? No, it's beyond belief.
Agents of violence. They cloak themselves in warmth and light and spread like wildfire.
I feel for him, but he is wrong. The truth of Aedyr remains. Then why do we worship them? What do they give us if not qualities to aspire to? I find myself lost, godlike. I look at this relic now and I wonder whether all my years of service were a waste. I will. I pity my own suffering when I should learn from it instead. I'll pray for the thief's absolution. If not in this life, then maybe the next. Thank you for telling me all this.
It's a shame this had to happen. Some war wounds never heal.
A moment of your time, if you please. From one Aedyran to another. I go where the Inquisitor commands, just as you go where the Emperor commands. So, did you enjoy our little bonfire? Inquisitor Ludwig was pleased with our efficiency.
You irredeemable fucking swine!
Keep her on a tight leash. No need for this to get out of hand. One might argue they brought it on themselves. Believe it or not, the Steel Garrote owe you an apology on behalf of Inquisitor Ludwig.
Bring us her severed head and I'll consider it.
That temperament of yours is exactly the problem she's trying to solve. Our attack came together in haste. You should have been informed, and I regret the oversight. One way or another, Fior Ivèrno was always going to burn. Weak government, chaotic farming, dangerous research. They never had a chance.
What right do you have to cast judgment on us?
As the future caretakers of the living lands, we do only what is necessary. Fior Ivèrno's reliance on animancy and stubborn individualism has done nothing but drag the living lands down with them. Help takes many forms. Look, I'm only telling you this because you deserve to know Ludwig's intentions for the living lands. If Heelgard cannot maintain a grip on the living lands, then the Steel Garrote will simply take it from him. You see, the Steel Garrote answer to the Burned Queen, not your floundering empire. And we will break from Aedyr if that's what it takes. Quite the opposite. The Steel Garrote bring reason to a frontier gone mad. Inquisitor Ludwig sees something in you, envoy. She wants to cultivate your potential, as she did mine. You don't want to get between her and the fate of the living land, so let this serve as a warning. Our grasp on this island is going to tighten, even if it costs us allies along the way. Acceptable losses. What you do with this information is up to you. Either way, Emerald Stair is just the beginning. Feel free to prove us wrong. The Steel Garrote love a challenge. Before I let you go, a little bird sang in my ear that you're going to Shattersharp.
You don't have to answer that.
Of course, that would have been impossible with these meddlesome rangers in the way.
You didn't.
I took the liberty of removing them. It's a shame, really. Honorable folk to the last. Ludwig told me to open a path for you by any means necessary, and that's exactly what I did. When you arrive in Shattersharp, give this letter to Temerity. Compliments of the Inquisitor. No need to keep you any longer. Let's hope our next meeting is under more favorable circumstances. And here I was hoping for a chance to work together, but you've dashed it soundly. Be seeing you, envoy. Sooner or later.
So that's it? We're just letting her walk away? Fine, but I'm holding you to that. I don't want to see you again. Is that clear?
Crystal. Good luck with her, envoy. You're going to need it.
I didn't think it was possible to hate someone this much.
I'm sleeping with one eye open tonight.
You came to Emerald Stair looking for answers. And now we're leaving with more questions. How do we fight the Dream Scourge? What can we do about Sapadal? And where is the garden? Not to mention, why the Steel Garrote burned my fucking home to the ground. Who cares what she believes? What right have the dead to judge the living? I will not forget Fior Ivèrno. Everything it was, and everything it could have been. And I will never forgive. Never.
So on top of the Dream Scourge rotting your fields and turning kith and beast alike into monsters, now we've got a Deathguard Inquisitor and the Steel Garrote dogging our steps. Do you think Ludwig will try something similar in Thirdborn? Thirdborn's a rugged place that attracts rugged people. Lots of Rawatayans, scramble routes with no prospects back home, washouts from military or mercenary life, sailors in search of steady ground. Add to that a motley assortment of pirates, free spirits, and people who like living under the loosest grasp of the law, and you've got Thirdborn. But rumor has it something's amiss in Shattersharp. Strange dreams, disappearances, people wandering into the desert and never returning, or coming back changed. Their bodies and minds twisted, corrupted. Some confused and disoriented like Belena, others violent like Aedyr.
At least that tells us we're on the right track. This Dream Scourge is one of the weirdest things I've ever tried to hunt. Right, the garden. Sure.
Everything we learned in Nakutadek points us to the garden. Thirdborn is just a stepping stone. But we don't know anything about the garden. It could be a myth or a metaphor. Whatever the garden is or isn't, it's our only lead. We find the garden, we find the Dream Scourge. Yatsley is a master of the unknown and the unknowable. No mystery eludes her for long. If there is a path to the garden, Yatsley can lead us to it. I'd follow her anywhere.
Or maybe that god poking around your soul could give us directions.
Ask for directions. Why didn't I think of that? Kai, that's brilliant. Whatever Sapadal tells us will be filtered through a lot of metaphysical noise, but it couldn't hurt to try. This is so exciting. Sapadal? It's Giata. Giata Castel. If you're listening, could you please tell us more about the garden?
Castel. Castel. Why does this name sing to us? A voice through murky water. The garden stifles the notes. We cannot reach. The branches bind.
Did you get anything? What? No. They must have confused me with someone else. Clearly your link to Sapadal isn't as strong as it was in Nakutadek. But I'll take it over nothing.
I'll pass. I've heard too many ghost stories that start this way.
Right. If I wanted to waste time, that's what I carry a flute for.
Just me then? Really? No one else has a question for the god of the living lands? Fascinating.
So let me see if I got this straight. We're looking for the garden, which might not exist. Our best lead is Yatsley, an eccentric scholar who's gone ahead to Thirdborn, where the Dream Scourge may be ravaging.
Don't look at me. I was fine going back to Paradise.
Anything. Right. Listen, I hate to ask this, but while we're in Shattersharp, there's something I need to do. Something I owe Tama. There's an old battlefield near some Pogrunan ruins. Area called the Shark's Teeth. Tama lost his badge there. I need to get it. Thanks.
Takes courage to go back for something you lost. I wouldn't have it in me.
Get some rest. Sleep is good for the soul. Maybe this doesn't need to be said, but I don't blame you for what happened to Fior Ivèrno. I just wanted you to know. No need to question it anymore. They've made their intentions clear. I'll get the bastards who did this. One way or another, I'll make them pay.
Sleep well. We've got a long road ahead.